6101 or visit fountaingrovinn.com.
Welcome back. What's Cooking Today show? Michael Horn, Paul Stern, Eric Hines. Don't forget to check out the CRN Talk website, www.crntalk.com. You can check out archives of all your favorite shows, download podcasts, and even send us emails. And check out the chat room, the Ustream chat room, all from the website, www.crntalk.
We've got the San Antonio Riverwalk. Going to find out all about that. Nancy D. Hunt is here. She's the executive director of Paseo del Rio Association. It's a nonprofit organization founded, so good to have you back, founded back in 1968 to promote and support the San Antonio Riverwalk. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good to have you with us. Tell us, where is, obviously it's in San Antonio, but where is the Paseo del Rio located?
The Riverwalk is in the middle of downtown San Antonio. It's like a little oasis. It's one level below the street, and so you walk downstairs, and all of a sudden you're in a beautiful linear park. It's open 365, 24/7, and there's lovely restaurants and shops and clubs. There's something for everyone, no matter what you want.
Nancy, this really sounds like kind of like a romantic kind of spot. You want to take the wife for like a Valentine's Day or a honeymoon or something like that. Does that kind of fit the bill?
Oh, we get requests all the time for what's the best place to go get engaged, and I'm going to finally propose to my girlfriend that I've had for 15 years. We actually have a spot on the Riverwalk that we call Marriage Island. It's a little tiny island.
For those of you that are already trapped, you might as well go out on the island and...
that's right.
I'm just kidding.
But we have, there's weddings there almost every single day on this little island, and people go by and they wave, and it's a very romantic place.
Nancy, am I correct in my estimation that this is like the big attraction when visiting San Antonio? I've heard quite a bit about it.
We're actually... We run neck and neck with the Alamo in terms of the most visited tourist attraction in the state of Texas.
Yeah, well, people, died at the Alamo, so we'd like to rather go to the Riverwalk. What is it exactly? Tell us, what is the Riverwalk when we go there?
The Riverwalk, the river is the San Antonio River. In the early 1900s, there was a huge flood downtown, and millions of dollars of damage, and 50 people lost their lives. So the city leaders decided that obviously that something needed to be done. There was one proposal just to pave over the river and, to make a tunnel underneath downtown.
Wow.
Well, luckily that didn't happen. There were some people that actually had some vision, and they said, let's turn it into a park. So they built a dam north of downtown. That was the first step. Then they also, the river made obviously it's a river, so it kind of meandered around, and it kind of made a horseshoe, and that's when the flooding came. It just bypassed that channel, the meander, and flooded that part. So they cut a huge bypass channel, if you will, and installed floodgates. So now when there's a heavy rain, they close the floodgates to this horseshoe. That's where all the restaurants and the hotels and everything else.
So it's hotels, restaurants, nightlife, the whole 9 yards.
Everything. Beautiful place just to walk. There's benches. There's waterfalls. There's wildlife. It's just a little oasis.
Nancy B. Hunt is here, the executive director of the San Antonio Riverwalk, everybody.
Now, Nancy, are you able to rent gondolas and boats and actually kind of boat down the river?
You are not. We do have a barge concessionaire who they have wonderful barge rides where you buy a ticket for $8 and their boat drivers give you a wonderful historic tour of the entire Horseshoe Bend.
So you can do an organized tour on the river, but there's
That's
no...
what you meant, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
At least we got a boat somewhere.
Roy Newman had a question here from the Private Wine Council. I'm sure it involves wine. Go ahead, Roy. Ask Nancy.
Nancy, I've had the privilege of being on Riverwalk several times, and, you know...
Show us up.
I want to show these guys up.
Studio of the Food Wine Travel Show. What's cooking? Jack Roberts, executive producer. None of us have been there, but Roy, our guest, has been there. What's your question, Roy, from your past experience?
I just wanted to say,
take over the show. Roy Newman, get together.
Well, I just wanted to say, Nancy, I think it demonstrates the difference between Texas and California, because one of the things that struck me going along the Riverwalk is there is no guardrail between the walk and the river.
Wow.
And my first thought was in
That's not
California.
safe.
No, that's right. In California, they would never allow that to happen. But in Texas, it's like, go for it, right, Nancy?
Well, actually, lots of people have fallen in, and a lot of people
Well,
actually, after
take
being
back
at
my
the club,
comments about the,
think that they're invincible and they jump in. But it's only about, most parts of the river, it's only about 3 or 4 feet deep, so you just stand up and walk to the bank and get
Oh,
out.
really? Okay, so it's shallow.
Yes, yes.
There you go, Roy. Go ahead and drink your wine and walk there dangerously. Roy's the guy on there. Whoa, look at me, look at me.
Now, Nancy, if people want to find out more information about the Riverwalk, the restaurants and the nightclubs and kind of what's happening over there at the Riverwalk, where can they find out more information?
They can go to our website, which is www.thesanantonioriverwalk.com.
TheSanAntonioRiverwalk.com.
You
got a
got
list
to
of all
put
the
the
restaurants.
TAG in there first.
TheSanAntonioRiverwalk.com. Roy is in the water right now. He thinks he's drowning, but he's actually just up to his waist in the water.
Now I can drink more when I'm in San Antonio.
Throw him a life raft. He's up to his waist.
Well, you can also find out on our website about our events. The Paseo del Rio Association, we put on events on a monthly basis. We have put on over 19 different events on the Riverwalk to help, to entertain the locals and the tourists as well.
Well, Nancy, I heard about the last big wine tasting you guys had that turned into a game of Marco Polo.
In the river, I don't think so.
TheSanAntonioRiverwalk.com. Find out all the information you can, restaurants and set up tours and everything else with the San Antonio Riverwalk. San Antonio Riverwalk, TheSanAntonioRiverwalk.com. Nancy D. Hunt, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Everybody come visit.
We're coming. We're doing a broadcast from there. We're bringing Roy.
There you go.
Roy's going to pour wine in the river. Marco! Hello. Who's that down there? That's Roy in a van down by the river.
Does your furnace need repair? Your house need cleaning? Or maybe you're ready to update your kitchen? Big or small, what